What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Lakeith Fowler, right here in the place to be. Lakeith buys houses and land. So today I'm talking about focus. What steps I've taken that have made me the best investor for myself, and what steps that you can take that I've took that may help you be the best investor for yourself and in other areas of your life as well. So first, I like to start off with the definition. The word is focus. The center of interest or activity producing clear visual. Your focus. Like, I'll be honest with you, even to set up to do this show today, my focus, people call and they got questions. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to wear. Just, I'm hungry. Just a lot of things to take your focus away from what it is that you should be doing. I mean, let's be honest. We've all been there. We all go through it. We all have those moments in life, sometimes more than others or more than we will want to. So in order to focus, to have a center of interest for producing clear visual, you kind of sometimes need to get by yourself. For me, my focus was to be the best investor for myself. So I thought about that, you know what I mean? My first deal that I did was a flip deal back in '03. It really didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I was iffy on doing it again. When I got back into real estate in 2010, 2011, the first deal I did was an owner finance deal. So I was the bank, but I didn't really understand how it all worked. I kind of followed the lead from somebody else. So I'll get to that too. That's in what is your focus, but as far as like make calls to experts. But anyway, for me, I just wanted to be the best. I want to be the best for myself because I think that's the reason why people do things, not just for themselves, but to help others along the way. If that can happen, you know, it's cool. But I wanted to be the best. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I wanted to build. I wanted to, you know, house stuff in a portfolio and live off of it. So that's a banking service, a loan servicing type situation. I wanted to be all these things. I wanted to create notes. I wanted to do it all. But in order for me to be that, I had to really write down a lot of ideas. So in order to be the best at something, I feel like first you have to make it up in your mind for yourself on what it is that you really want. What is your focus? So for me, I made mine up and I stayed on that focus until I educated myself or I adapted a train of thought that put me in the position that I ultimately wanted to be in. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm all of where I wanna be, but I'm headed in that direction. So it's definitely a lot better today than it was yesterday, than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But that was my focus. So I feel like, how much time do you dedicate or effort do you dedicate to whatever your focus is? Being the best builder, being the best buyer, being the best bank. You got to write it down because you're full of ideas, ladies and gentlemen. You got great ideas, but you got to write them all down too. That's really, 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 really important, man. I'll be honest with you, like write down your ideas, the thoughts that you have them for a reason. And they're not crazy. They're real. They're real to you because that's the reason why you're thinking them. You just haven't made that effort to get to that success. But those ideas are very real. And they might seem crazy to somebody else, but you got to kind of ask yourself, they're supposed to. This person is not you. This person ain't me. So they may not make sense to that person, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't focus on making it happen. That doesn't mean that your focus should shift and your efforts should change because somebody else doesn't see it within you. You got to believe it, man. You got to make it up in your mind to become the best at whatever it is that you want to do. And you got to really go after it, man. You got to be focused on it. You got to have a clear center of interest on this activity, producing a clear visual concept that you want to make a reality. For me, for you, for anybody, without focus, man, where will we be? So I tell you, like I tell everybody in my life that's close to me, even not close to me, stay focused and stay awesome. Lakeith buys houses and land. If you got a deal, let's make it real, man. Estoy Lakeith. Yo compra casas y la tierra también. Llámame. Dios me lo bendiga. Follow me on all social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is just one way of how to just telling you how I got to where I am, and I'm still going. And I know anybody watching this or anybody thinking that they can do something, you can. You really can. Only thing stopping you is you. You got to focus on it, man, and put your efforts into it and make it happen, man. Lakeith buys houses and land. Thank you.